travelers and tent encampments? What causes one to become houseless? And what strategy should be implemented
everybody.
to assist in helping people achieve
I thought that it would be coming on if I did that 1 minute clock down. Still waiting for them to play Zoe's talk radio show. I don't know what the subject is. I think is he the prize? I think that's what it was. So up next, Zoe Williams, his radio show Monday through Friday on Kbla Talk Radio. So go download the app, or when I broadcast it on here, you can listen on it. But that's what we're waiting for. There we go. I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to show me which way to go before I throw a man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Tonight's the night. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, your brother Zoe Williams can do this show in his sleep. I'm so excited to have these types of conversations. And most of my conversations about relationships center on the dysfunction we live in. Come on, man. Listen, there's no disrespect to the people who love America. I love America. Okay? But listen, I loved my mama. I didn't know my daddy, so I love my mama. But that don't mean she was perfect. America's sick. Can we just, it's sick. Then when you throw in ageism, racism, sexism, classism, racism being ginormous, right? You throw in that, you throw in capitalism, and there's all of these filters and layers that make it exceedingly difficult to effectively relate for spiritual enlightenment. Yes, relationship is a highly reflective classroom where enlightenment can be gained when one accepts their highly holographic and reflective biofeedback, their curriculum, so to speak. You hear me talk about this a lot. Krishnamurti, it is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. So today is somewhat of an expose. We're going to break down a culture, right, within intimate relationships that are affecting a lot of women. But before I do that, I got to hip you guys to some information. June 7th. All right. Election day is Tuesday, June 7th. And we are already hearing that the African American voter ballots are not being returned as quickly as our fellow citizens. In fact, black voters are in last place with regards to returning their ballots. So if you are voting by mail, please get your ballots out into the mail right now. Go do that right now. There is a lot at stake in this election, and your vote could be the difference maker in these important races centering around the mayor's office, city attorney, Los Angeles sheriff, Congress, state assembly, and Senate races, judges, and important propositions. Please visit our KBLA 1580 website for Dominique DePrima's conversations with the candidates. No other radio station in Los Angeles has interviewed more candidates than KBLA Talk 1580. Hear what they have to say and make your choice. You can also learn what we need to know for the primary election on June 7th and find the free vaccination locations if you still aren't vaccinated and intend to vote in person on June 7th, which is Tuesday. All of this and more can be found at our website, KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to vote about. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, is in the building. Tonight's topic is a slapper. I did not know this, but there is a section of women who behave like the classical male version of this classification. You've heard of the simp, the man that'll bend over backwards and do things for the woman. You've heard of him. The man that'll he's trying to get her attention, he'll do whatever. Wash her car, take her car to get an oil change, cook, watch her kids, do whatever. In the hood, we call him a simp. Did you know that there is a female version of the simp? Or it's being classified as such. Tonight's topic, he's the prize. You've heard women say it. I'm the prize. No, tonight's topic, he's the prize. Is there really such a thing as pick-me chick culture in America? A deeper look at women who are simply too available for the average man. Oh, I'm hearing this thing is big and it is problematic. All right, when we come forward, I've got questions about this particular subject. Get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. The voice of reason is live.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
the ultimate pick-me chick? Because guess what? This is one of the issues that many women at large have with the pick-me chick. She undercuts other women. Ooh. She hates on other women. Right? I don't know if I can say this. It's not a curse word, but can we say the word? What did brothers used to do when they blocked another brother from getting with a girl? Can we say that? Let's say it. Brothers used to cock block. So it seems like the pick-me chicks also cock blocking other women, putting women down, shaming women, shaming other women about their unnatural bodies. Oh, you got a BBL. You're not even totally real. You're part mannequin. Oh, Lord, I'm sorry. You got lip injections. You've got Botox. Right? So what they're saying is the pick-me chick has what is called internalized masculinity because they side with men. I'm all natural. I don't wear makeup. I don't have Earl Scheib on my face. My face ain't totally painted up. My hair is real. It has a natural kink to it. I'm in alignment with nature. Pick-me's, huh? Very interesting topic. Get to your phone lines right now. Call me, 1-800-920-1580. True or false? Pick-me chicks will never hold men accountable. Now, you hear men saying this on the flip about women, right? Or other men that they call simps. A simp will never hold women accountable. See, a lot of times, brothers can't think in Dolby surround sound, multi-dimensionally. They think linearly, straight line. So, if a brother says this about a woman, right here, hey, women in America, black women in particular, suffer from Joy DeGru's PTS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, right? Just like black men do. They just express it differently. Some men will call the man who said that a simp. You caping for women. Well, no, obviously you haven't read Joy DeGru's book. So what's happening now, women are attacking other women. The pick-me chick is being attacked in much the same way as the simp is being attacked. Men attack simps. You doing whatever you doing to get a woman's attention. Many men who listen to my show, not many men, but I would say a small percentage of the men who listen to my show think I'm a simp. Well, it's impossible. I've never had to work for women. It's just impossible. I've always had to work on me, but I've never had to work to get women. It's too many social constraints there, or too many social plateaus or boxes that I check. Okay? With superficial society. I'm not justifying, I'm just saying it's good. Right? I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying I've never had to pop lock and boogaloo for the attention of women. Right? Just real simple. If a man is chivalrous towards a woman, he is called a simp. If a woman is overly catering to a man, she is called a pick-me chick. How many women become so independent that the unbridled power of their innate femininity becomes foreign? I know that's oof. That's a hard question. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you. How many women become so independent that the unbridled power of their femininity becomes foreign to them? I'm not cooking for him. They've sequestered their femininity and locked it away as if it's traumatic to them. Now, you know how we lock away trauma because we don't want to deal with it. A lot of women are so disgusted with the dating pool, with the quality of men, that they've locked their femininity away in hopes that the right one will show up. Not knowing that if you lock away your femininity, a part of your divinity, waiting on the right guy, first off, you've disconnected yourself from the ultimate magnet that would bring the quality dude in. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. Should most women seek to be pick-me chicks for the highly qualified man? Are most pick-me chicks like most simps? What do you mean, Zo? Wait, what are you talking about, Zo? Many simps are undercover abusers and controllers. This is why they simp via behavior. I'm a pop lock and moonlock the way she wants me to do it. I'm a moonwalk, pop lock, boogaloo, tap dance, soft shoe, take her to get soft shell crabs. I'm finna, hey, whatever you want to do, baby. Until he gets what he wants, and then he tries to control. Are many pick-me chicks the same way? See, what happens is, when we talk about trauma in relationships, oftentimes it is a one-sided, unidirectional conversation. Everybody want to say the man is the most toxic in relationship. I'm here to beg to differ. I think women can be as toxic and even more toxic than men. It's just that people ain't really paying attention to y'all the way they pay attention to men. Has capitalism killed your femininity? Your neck's so stiff. Even when you're in the presence of a quality man, and I'm talking about his spirit sang out to you, his presence, right? His inner divinity called out to you. In this toxic society, there are many women out there who get stiff-necked and refuse to allow their spirit to submit. Even the pick-me chicks. They might be doing it because they having a silent competition with other women. Nobody wants to talk about the women and their hatred might be too strong of a word. Dislike of other women. The cattiness, competition, the backbiting. And the weirdness around it all is this. Men, real men, don't kick it with men that act like that. We get them up out of here. You don't get to kick it with us. You're not around us no more. Get out of here. Women, on the other hand, in many situations, seem to form alliances with other women that they're in competition with. Let me know if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. This is just a surface observation. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. I need to hear from women who have experienced this. Has a pick-me chick threw you under the bus, shamed you in an attempt to get the attention of a man? Now, when brothers do that amongst brothers, that brother got to go. He get called out. You cock blocking. Like, we don't do that. Like, and I'm saying it could be a generational thing too. I'm from a generation where guys understood we never talk to a girl that our brother was with. Even if they break up, we don't do what Derek Fisher did. Okay? Derek Fisher committed the ultimate sin. Not only do you know this brother, you went to war with this brother. You guys was on the same team. So men have a code. Talk to your woman, man. Oh, Andy got something. Oh, the engineer done jumped in. What's up, Andy?
I gotta ask you about that D Fish Matt Barnes situation. So, although they were teammates, to me, that just lets me know what Derek Fisher did. Lets me know that they weren't truly boys. So it's one thing to be teammates. Mm-hmm. You know, we play basketball, but then after the game, you know, I'm out doing my thing.
But you know, like I know, sports, that's a family. You on a team?
Okay.
See, I'm from the generation, man, where, hey, hold on. We make varsity together and we get that varsity jersey. We brothers for life. Making a team is like being in the military, right? We squad forever. I'm from that generation. This newfangled generation with these new youngsters your age. The Mr. Steal Your Girl, you beat up for the Mr. Steal Your Girl activity. You talking to my woman? Boy, I'll choke the snot out of you. I'm just saying, I'm from that generation. What I'm now starting to see is that women go through the same thing. The pick-me chick, in an attempt to gain the favor of the man she's in pursuit of, will cook, clean, pop lock, backflip, sex, everything, laundry, everything. We got a female version of a simp. Somebody call me right now, 1-800-920-1580. Is it wrong for women to slut shame other women? Apparently, pick-me chicks, they on it. They like you out here, you nasty. You on OnlyFans. You taking photographs of your naked body on the bathroom sink. You pick-me chicks are out here doing what many simps, or what is classified as a simp. Here's a heavy question. Do pick-me chicks cape for masculine and patriarchy? Are they white knights for masculinity and patriarchy? Are they white knights for toxic masculinity? I need to know from women who have experience in this lane. How can some women behave like a pick-me chick, yet refuse to allow her spirit to submit to a worthy man? I want to know who's the author of the concept of the pick-me chick syndrome. I'm interested. I also want to know what causes female rivalry. I know what causes male rivalry. You making money around me and you not sharing the bread? Male rivalry. You got the new whip, you got this fly whip, like clothes, and you not spreading the wealth amongst your people? Rivalry. Right? Then there's the more superficial forms of rivalry amongst men. You insecure about your skin, colorism, while the girls come up to the light-skinned, green-eyed dude. No, I've experienced this. Oh, hey, man. Yo, men got rivalries amongst themselves. Sometimes men treat their friends that in their inner circle better than they treat their women. And so there's a male jealousy that manifests. Why you rolling with him like that? I introduce you to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a male jealousy that manifests itself. Oh, Lord, this topic is crazy tonight. 1-800-920-1580. I'm going to the phone calls after we come forward.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Lord have mercy. But see, y'all didn't say nothing when Babyface came out with the most classic simp record of all times. What was that record? I'll pay your rent. I'll cook your dinner. Soon as I get home when I get home, I'm tired. But hey, it was a big record. It was number one for Babyface. Didn't nobody jump out and say, "Oh my God"? Oh, and then he had Whip Appeal. Well, nobody saying nothing when Babyface was Whip Appealing. Everyone's like, "That's what you supposed to do." Now the modern woman is like, "No, this femininity is about to be locked away, sir." And what else are they doing? They are shaming, because they're saying the pick-me chicks shame the independent, strong-minded women, shaming them because they're willing to do what they won't do. Wasn't it? I'm from a generation where it was normal. I get the big piece of chicken. You understand? You know, I come home, I done worked. Your plate is in the oven, baby. I'm from that generation. Now, that's being frowned upon? The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. Let's get some callers in here. I'm going to go with the first caller who called in, Jason from Houston, Texas. You brought Houston, Texas in the building. What are your thoughts about the pick-me chick culture?
Man, Zoe, you are on fire, brother. I'm really glad that you're doing this topic because this is amazing. Now, here's the thing. Just like how we have how men are oppressed with toxic feminists, it's very disingenuous with pick-me's, because the thing with toxic feminists, they don't just talk, they do. They create systems like body positivity, Me Too, laws that oppress men. But see, what a lot of these pick-me's are doing, more and more of them are popping up because it's easy to say, it's easy to talk, but what are you doing to combat toxic feminists? That's what you need to do. That's what these pick-me's need to do. Because when it comes down to getting done ruining men's life, just like look at Johnny Depp. He lost every movie role because of an accusation. They didn't even hear his side. So until men see stuff like pick-me's coming up with groups like All Sides Matter, like hear his side too, like a group like that, you know what I'm saying?
All Sides Matter is genius, by the way.
Right.
That should be a t-shirt. All Sides Matter. Go ahead.
Right. But see, that's the thing, though. It's so it's easy for a lot of them to pop up on social media and pop up and say the right things, to make men feel good. But men will benefit if women that identify with pick-me's, you need to prove you're being genuine by creating platforms, by going out and combating that. That's the major thing. So that's what I'm seeing on men for, is a lot of women that's popping up in these male spaces. It's easy to what they're doing is they're monetizing off of men being oppressed with toxic feminists. That's the biggest thing. So pick-me's, I want y'all to understand this conversation with Zoe is having. Understand that we need action. We need more effective action. If you care about men, try to combat these laws that oppress men in divorce, that oppress men when women lie on accusing men for doing things that they haven't done. Johnny Depp lost everything because they didn't even hear his side first. It took for Amber, they at least let Amber have her day in court. Oh, she's lying. Okay, now let's take this from her. Men don't get opportunities for our side to be heard, for our feelings to be cared for our livelihood to matter enough. That's the biggest thing. Pick-me's. I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna get off, Zoe. Pick-me's, be effective. Don't just talk, because toxic feminists, they don't just talk. They do. They create things that oppress men. All right, so man, I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yes,
and
sir.
man, keep up the good work, man. I've been following you, bro. Keep it up.
Thank
Much
you,
love.
man. We appreciate the call. No judgment zone. No judgment. Hey, women and men equally can call in and share your thoughts and opinion. The speaker is not important. I'm not going to judge you. You can call in and say what you need to say about this topic. There's no judgment from me. I love it. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get Kiki from Chicago in the building.
Hey there.
Kiki, you got to turn your life down in the back.
I got it.
All right. Talk to me, Kiki.
Hey there. So, okay. So, I guess I was this is in the 90s and early 2000s. This is not current. But when I was younger, I was a big sports fan. And I'd go to, a party, whatever, a sporting event at somebody's house, whatever, we're watching the game. And it'd be girls and guys, everybody in mixed crowd or whatever. And back then, I was not the domesticated kind in an open forum. Privately I was. But in an open forum, I'm not going in the kitchen with the ladies. I'm watching the game, So it left me in a situation where I could be the pick-me chick in a room full of men. I guess I was the chick always hanging around the guys. So it gave me options of being able to be the pick-me chick because of it not being enough women around, So it put me in a position to have, I guess, more options available to me. I guess in a sense, more men available to me. So I was able to do that.
You said y'all go cook. I'm finna go talk to these dudes watching the game. I'm gonna get involved with the game.
We go talk sports. We go talk sports. They tend to like the fact that I knew what I was talking about watching sports. I wasn't just trying to hang around them. I'm watching the game like they are. It was by chance, by happenstance, I would say.
By happenstance.
By happenstance. So that was my way of doing it. And then when I guess, got picked or however you want to put it, then I would go in the kitchen and be domesticated and get food ready so we could then sit down in our privacy and watch the game together. So I guess, in a sense, back then it worked. It worked.
Sound like a good woman to me. Hey, Kiki, you done brought the shy in the building. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. You call in anytime, Kiki.
Blessings. All right,
hey, good looking. What you got cooking? Someone who knows sports? Hey, let me just say this before we come forward, and then I'm going to go to Indianapolis. My homeboy Ronan is on the line, and then, of course, Heru Ali. Let me just say this. Based on the modern-day definition, Sanaa Lathan in the movie Love and Basketball was a pick-me. Yeah. Didn't hang around a lot of girls. Was a hooper. Was focused on Omar Epps even after he got married. If pick-me's are like that, sign me up for the pick-me. Where the pick-me's at? 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, the VOR is live.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
tonight. I love bringing the energy and the fire to these topics because really, this is not stuff I normally talk about, right? This is a conversation that's out there in the internet world, blogger sphere, whatever. This is not stuff I normally talk about. I see this as a mutation and an adaptation that happened because of the toxicity of America that we live in, right? Now, we're going to compete, right? We're going to be combative. We're going to be disrespectful. We're going to be a people that is bereft of a moral compass. That's the world we live. This is America, Jack. So Kendrick's new song where he morphs into everybody does not lay that out flat, right? Or what was the guy, Childish Gambino? This is America. Did he not lay that out flat? America is toxic. So when I see something like a pick-me chick, or I saw a video earlier today of a young lady said, okay, I'm a pick-me chick, but you are a pass-me chick. Because you want to argue, you want drama, you want to compete with your man, you want to control your man, you want to put up all these rigid, inflexible standards and beliefs, and you by yourself with your checkbook. You got that designer cat with them little short paws. You know how they done went into the jeans and made the paws and the legs real stumpy on the cats. That's your man now. Well, what's a good cat name? Wilford. Willard. Come here, Willard. Garfield. Come here, Garfield. I got a treat for you, Garfield. Okay. So the sister said, y'all banging, these are women banging on other women. Women calling pick-me chicks, basically saying y'all suffer from internalized masculinity. This is heavy. Women are simp shaming other women for doing women-like stuff. I'm just saying, in terms of my generation, Big Mama had a bowl, made a soup, and boiled chicken wings and crackers ready for Goldie. Now, Goldie was her boyfriend. Me and my cousin Craig threw firecrackers at Goldie while he was on the back porch sleep. We love Goldie, but let me just, you understand? But she always had that food ready for Goldie. Goldie ate before we did, and that was her boyfriend. She wasn't even married. Boiled chicken wings, tomato soup, and saltine crackers. When we come forward, the phone lines are cracking. I'm going to everybody, man. When we come forward, the voice of reason is fire.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you live in LA,
We're hypocritical when we tout accountability, yet have one-way discussions. Men can't be the only villains in relationships. There are some villainous women. And I'm going to tell you, regardless of whatever ideological construct you create, you still got to deal with your wounds. There's nobody born in the world that's wound-free. Okay? And here's the weird part about this pick-me chick stuff. Some people say it comes from, it's a vestige of feminism. Right? Feminists routinely beat up other women, right? This is not a lie. When they get married. Sister, you're going into oppression. Why would you get married? They beat up Beyonce for getting married to Jay-Z. So this pick me movement seems like something like that. I don't know. I can't say I know about this. This is why I need women to call in and say, no, Zoe, you're incorrect, and here's why. When we come forward, the phone lines are definitely popping. 1-800-920-1580. I'll see you on the other side. song like this. You're not a pick-me chick if you dance around and sing this. Turn it up. Let's go. The voice of reason. I'm in the building right now. Our phone lines are crazy. Come on, ladies. I miss these days, man. Let's get it cracking. We got Ronan from Indianapolis. Let's get brother Ronan from the Nap. What's up, Ronan?
Hey, what's good, Zoe? How you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm good, brother. Good to hear from you.
Oh, yeah. It's good to be here again, man.
Come on, man.
Putting some fire content out here. This is wild.
Come on, man. You know how I get down. You know when I touch a topic, I'm going to touch it differently.
Oh, yeah. And, hey, let's get into it, man. Let's do it.
So talk to me. Your perspective. Have you experienced a pick-me chick? Is she the female version of what men deride as a simp?
I ran into a couple, and yeah, there's some who go above and beyond reason. I felt like she was being a fluffer to my ego rather than a proactive promoter of my peace.
A fluffer to your... First off, let me just say, Ronan is a wordsmith. So he tries to slip it in. Say it again, Ronan.
I felt she was being a fluffer to my ego rather than a proactive promoter of my peace. There's a big difference. Big difference.
So you saying the pick-me chick was like that?
Yeah, she was like a little bit worse than the Sean Coming to America. You know, just she didn't have a
whatever
personal
you
opinion.
like, whatever you like.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, all that, and it got annoying. I said, like, do you like anything yourself? Do you have a personality? Otherwise, it's, you know, you're coming off a little bit too much. And how long does it last? That's why I figured it's like fraudulent. It like felt like diet femininity, like you're doing too much.
Is it a performance?
Yeah, like an act. In turn, it seemed like any woman that has actual organic or femininity, that respects her man, who's interdependent, willing to work and support that guy, they will shame them for doing such. And this is mainly from women who suffer from plastic truck nuts disorder.
Plastic what?
Plastic truck nuts disorder.
What's that?
Plastic truck nuts disorder is when you seen truck nuts, where she tries to act like she has more testosterone than necessary. Wow. Anytime a guy has a stance, if he says go left, she says she goes wide right. Just to be in complete opposition to dude to prove a point that is unnecessary. And that could be potentially dangerous. So that's why I say it's a dangerous situation. Because she figures she's trying to be his mama or micromanage his masculinity. And that's where we come to problem.
Now watch this though. Men, listen, men know all about performing in order to get the woman. Men perform often because men are not real big talkers. They don't really have, and let's just keep it, they don't really have a well thought out perspective, right? Most men. Yeah. And there's some men that do, but many men don't. This is why YouTube is a bastion for all types of churches that men subscribe to because they don't go to the real church. And I'm not saying that they should or shouldn't. I'm just saying church for many men is the internet and some dude that's speaking or whatever. But I will say this, men perform in order to get women. You're saying you don't like it when women perform to get men. And so what you're doing now is bringing in this commonality that both men and women perform in order to gain the attention or the affection of somebody they're after. Talk to me about it.
Well, yeah, I agree. It's like when it comes to men, it's like we're able to read the script, but what are we auditioning for? We're auditioning for, wives and husbands, or are we auditioning for a swipe for the night? Just depends.
Are we auditioning for wives and husbands or what?
The swipe for the night.
Swipe left for the night. Swipe left to see what's left.
Yeah.
Come
And then when the
on,
curtain
Ronan.
closed,
I knew this was going to be
curtain
great.
closed.
Oh man, this is a great call. But I would say this is a generational thing too, because people from an older generation probably can't relate to tonight's topic because they didn't interface like that, right?
Actually, if you think of it, they changed certain things in the script. They used to do certain things back then. Nowadays, with high-speed internet and everything, like everybody's performing right on time, like real on-time improv. And that's why, like, when it comes to intimacy, it does seem like improv in most cases.
Wow. Hey, brother, let me just say, man, once again, as always, I appreciate you for calling in. Like I said, no judgment. You can always jump in and share your thoughts. Thanks, brother.
Hey, thank you.
Lord have mercy. Hey, when we come forward, I'm going to Grand Prairie, Texas, and Michigan. The phone lines are opening up. Please give me a call at 1-800-1880. If you're just tuning in, is the pick-me chick a female version of what men call a simp? When we come forward.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is in the building. Listen, we chose this experience as spiritual beings. We chose to come here. We chose the parents we have. We chose the trials and the tribulations. We chose that. We are God experiencing itself in human form. And we get here and we complain about who we have magnetized into our lives. What do you mean, who we have magnetized? Those wounds were signed off by you in the spirit realm. Those traumatic experiences were signed off by you in the spirit realm. You chose to be here. You chose to not only be here, but you chose to be a participant in the elevation of your bloodline. In West Africa, they call it egungun. It means the bone. And you know, in the bone of the human being lies the DNA. You chose to be here. Now you want to quit class because once you enrolled in the spirit realm, and then when you got your textbooks, your energetic curriculum, you want to quit. I'm here to tell you, and I know this might be harsh. We were talking about it earlier with regards to the pick-me-chick phenomena. I believe that it might be a vestige of feminism. I could be wrong. A feminist could call in and say, you're absolutely 100% wrong. And I will accept that. Again, no judgment space. But this is what I know about the human being. We are tiny little recorders. If you've done the work of Dr. Emoto, are you familiar with Emoto's work? Right? About the waters, about the water and the crystals, the crystalline structures in the water? I don't know if you guys are hip to Dr. Emoto. Dr. Emoto, M-O or E-M-O-T-O. Look it up. His water book. Messages, or the hidden messages in water. He's a scientist. He did some research. And what he found out was water is sensitive to the environment and sound. So he took water crystals and played music for them. He played hip hop, he played rock, he played all types of stuff. And what he found was the more violent the music and the vibration, the more distorted and disfigured the crystalline structures of the water crystals became. Right? Watch, listen. I talk about this in the Shrouded Lighthouse book. And what he recognized by doing that, he said, hey, when I play classical music or when I play music that has intentionality to it, spirituality to it, the water crystals form these beautiful, unique, one-of-a-kind crystalline structures. When I play anything that's negative or disrespectful, it becomes distorted. He said the word Satan to it. The crystals were distorted. What does this have to do with this topic tonight? Zoe, you're veering off. No, I'm not. Right? You live in a toxic society. Your body is made up of 75% water. The spirit people understood we are recorders. We live in a toxic society. We record the ideas, the concepts, and the habits of toxicity in order to survive. Most of us are in survival mode, even though we're stretching, doing yoga. See, yoga is cool. So we do it because it's cool. We're not doing it for samsara. We're not doing it to try to end the endless cycle of death, rebirth, and death again, which is called samsara in Hinduism. We're not trying to stop that cycle. When you stop the cycle of samsara, you stop the cycle of karma. We're not doing that for that. This is a cool outing with me and the girls. and the guys go because the girls are in the yoga pants. So we're going to sweat and stretch watching the yoga pants in front of it. We're not doing it for spiritual elevation. Right? I'm trying to... So you live in a toxic society. Krishnamurti, it is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a toxic society. You made up of 75% water. The mystic understood that prayer and meditation cleanses the water within you. Prayer and meditation is the water filtration system in you. Whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove. They understood that in you. Huh. So what happens? Feminism, an idea. I said, wait, with the rise of feminism, because women are still human, they're flawed too. What does that mean? The idea starts off right, entropy sets in. The longer a system of thought goes on, the more it begins to fragment and break down into chaos. So starts off right, feminism, equality. Let's make sure that women get paid. Let's make sure that women equal rights. Women's suffrage. It starts off right. Then it gets radical. And in radical feminism, they have a concept called the disposable man. That's when it's gone too far. That's when you're out of balance. Do you understand? So if there's going to be a feminist movement, nature says balance is going to try to balance itself, or nature is going to try to balance itself, right? I said, watch. Feminism, radical feminism is going to give rise to heminism. Now, today we have a manosphere. And women, paradoxically, trying to foster unity amongst themselves, while at the same time criticizing each other for doing what makes them happy. You're a pick me. Okay. Phone lines is cracking. Let's get busy. Heru Ali been on the longest. Heru.
Peace and love to the family relations. So,
am I making any sense? Cause
brother, yes, absolutely yes.
All right.
Absolutely. I thank you for allowing me to add to this discussion.
You Scorpio, don't cuss.
I wish you would have gave me a chance not to, but okay. Okay, here we go. From, slavery to Jim Crow, Reconstruction, the Moynihan Report, and then in the 60s, there was a lady by the name of Gloria Steinem. She grew up what the elites would call poor white trash with a derelict family. But for some reason, they thought she had enough intellect to give her a fellowship to send her to India like they sent Obama over there to learn to be a plant, to come back, to enlist the efforts of a sister named Angela, I can't remember her name. That feminist was the wave. So feminism, what they say, simping, and the pick-me is a malignant myeloma. You know what I'm saying?
Melanoma, right? An ideological melanoma. Yes, I got you.
Worse than that, a lymphoma. A lymphoma which is highly curable and survivable. And here's how it went down. They turned chivalry and catering into simping and pick-me. It was all a social engineering effort to continue to destroy our family. Just like they did when the jobs weren't there for us. Then after the AFDC, that was only for, the dominant society, they said, you know what, we can destroy black families even further. Let's go ahead and let the women get on welfare. But you can't have no man in the house. Can't have no man in the house. All of these feminist movements that, just like Joe Biden did for black folks, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. If you're not with us and we got our pink punani hat marches and all of that stuff. We need you for the numbers to get what we want from our man, and we're going to leave you with nothing at all. It's just a product, the residue of racism, as I call it. It's the residue of racism, but it's easily curable. I appreciate you, Zoe, so much.
You said it's easily curable. What's the cure?
Well, folks like you, we got to stop going with this false religious crap, talking about God is going to send you. Just wait. Continue to give me your money. You're one of the biggest advocates out there. Heck, even to a certain extent, R.I.P. Mr. Samuels was trying to get folks focused back to a certain extent on family and getting back together in our traditional gender roles. Because remember, you can look on YouTube, they came up with a scientific way on how to sell to the Negro. You appeal to his ego and his emotions and how it makes him feel so he can feel like us without being us.
Wow. Man.
It's all scientific.
Brother, I appreciate you calling. Like I said, no judgment. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and opinions about tonight's topic. We appreciate you at all times. You can call in anytime. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, out.
Peace and love, and I didn't cuss.
Yeah, you didn't cuss. Good job. Bowman from Grand Prairie, Texas. You're up against the clock, so you're going to have to make it concise for me, brother.
What's up? There's a huge misconception about pick-me chicks. The reason why they were termed that is because the women who didn't want to do the work called them that. The pick-me chicks are the more intelligent women who actually choose femininity over toxicity. And that's the reason why a lot of these women who are now called pass-me's are upset, continuously upset with them. What was I going to say? But anyway, as far as the male simps usually learn through trial and error. So they have to, I wouldn't say that they're the same as a male simp. That's just ridiculousness. But these women who are called pick-me's, they ended up learning as well. But they just decided to be smarter about it instead of being toxic. That's all it is.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call. Listen, I ain't even going to go to him yet because he's right there. I see him. My brother Jeff Brown is in the building. I got to go forward because I know Jeff Brown needs space. Jeff Brown needs space. Jeff, hold tight. When I come forward, actor, comedian, writer, producer, director, all of it, Jeff Brown is going to jump into the flames on this. I already know what it's going to be. When we come forward, more from the voice of reason. We on fire tonight. please understand, we got to be able to talk about everything. A lot of people are afraid to have conversations. I'm not. So if you're just tuning in and you want to know what we're talking about the pick-me chick revolution. People don't know what that is. According to Urban Dictionary, a pick-me chick, pick-me girl, pick-me girls, plural, is slang. It's derogatory, and it means a woman who claims or acts as if she is unlike most other women in order to gain the attention of men. Like, I'm from a different generation, so women have always act like they were better than other women. Do you know what you got, sir? Okay. Go on out there and see what's out there. I'm just saying, that's always been what women have done. Now they're weaponizing the idea because they say women are using this against each other, I guess. This is my thought process. A woman, or listen to me, and then I'm going right to Jeff. A man can be an advocate of a woman, of women in general, without being a simp. A woman can be an advocate of men without suffering from internalized misogyny. I believe both are true. Jeff Brown from Pasadena is in the building. Jeff Brown. Oh, he's from Chicago.
Hey, man.
He's from Chicago. Let me just get the Chicago right. He's from Chicago. Jeff Breezy.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Hey, man, happy belated birthday, sir.
Thank you, sir. 57 trips around the sun.
You under dig? Talk to me,
and,
Jeff. Are you hip to this topic?
Yeah, come on, man. You know I love the show. I follow the show. I'm going to dig myself a comedy hole here, which is what you do as an exercise every now and then. You open with what you should close with.
Okay, wait. Let me set you up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with Jeff Brown, I'm going to get out of his way. This is Jeff Brown's intellectual rant.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well,
just don't curse, Jeff.
I wasn't expecting that, but I tell you what, I'm going to pull one right out of somewhere dark and warm.
Just don't curse.
That's exactly how you see how I just did that. Oh yeah, I'm with it. Now, I try not to pay attention to people who have an overabundance of stuff I don't want. If you have 3 kids you can't pay for and no particular way to move forward that I can see you taking advantage of, then why can I accept ridicule from you? How can I accept ridicule from someone who is chock full of what I don't have? I don't want. I don't want your way. I don't see things your way. So why is it that I concern myself with your way? And that message goes to the sisters who are listening to this pick-me ridicule nonsense. I'm going to tell you that it is not a matter of misery-loving company. It's a matter of misery-loving misery. These sisters are going to unsex themselves out of existence. There is no, here's where it is. Beautiful, grounded, earthy sisters. Please understand, when you listen to these angry, bitter gutter snipes that are still trying to run their auntie's plays, when you hear them, hear me, hear this first. Counting, and this goes for brothers, when you get into a conversation with one of these people who is on their way to extinct, there's going to be a group of women in the next 20 years that when they die, the only people going to be at the burial is them in the box and the brother driving the bulldozer. That's it. And there's going to be a glutton of that. When you get in a conversation with one of these people, especially as a man, let them spit. Let them blah, 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 blah. At the end of it, go, oh, yeah? Well, counting all the brothers you don't like, for all the incredibly valid reasons you don't like them, you outnumber us by 2 million. There are 2 million more of you than there are us, which means that if I'm in a bad relationship, I'm not bad at relationships, I'm bad at math. I shouldn't be dealing with this. These people are going to go extinct. Sisters, ignore them. Brothers, you don't have to deal. Good news. You don't have to deal with them. Sisters who still want to take this tack, great news. Great news. Those of you who have decided that sisters who want attention from brothers, the most natural thing on earth, that somehow they're acting not like you, it's because they want what you don't have and what you can't give, which is peace. I'm done.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Brown in the building. We appreciate this brother all day in America. Once again, happy belated birthday to you, good brother. You know you're welcome to call in anytime, fam.
Anytime, Cat Daddy.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, this topic is great. This is an amazing topic. I love it. I love it. Why? Why do you love it, Zoe? Because we're having an uncomfortable discussion. We got to get used to being uncomfortable. It's okay. All right? Women. Listen, what causes female rivalry? All right. Women tend to turn to competition to criticize and compare the character, appearance, and age and capacity of their competition, in order to promote their own attractiveness and youth for the same reason. Feminist psychology suggests that indirect aggression to, listen to this, internalizing societal values. See, this is what I like to call, again, we are human recorders, and we are recording every bit of toxicity that this society has to offer. This is what I'm going to call ideological intersectionality. We'll get a piece of West African belief, ideology, because Beyonce said Oshun in her record. So we'll get into that. Then we got Western education. African American woman is the most educated gender in America. Then we'll get capitalism. Then we'll get the trauma that we modeled from home. Then we get the layers of ageism, racism, sexism, and classism layered over that. And then these are the showrunners for your relationship standards. They're writing the script. And it's on autopilot. So we're bringing this conflict into the relationship, not understanding who is the author of your relationship script. You think it's just mom and dad and the brokenness that you came from. But when you start seeing all these other pieces coming into play, you start to realize, man, that I don't want to say it, like a lot of us are crazed. A lot of us are just insane. We don't understand where all of this stuff is coming from. And women are naturally competitive with each other, especially when a man is involved. Tell me I'm wrong. So why would you take all of the things that men like about women? Men love a woman cooking for them. Men love a woman. Where's that Let Me Cater to You record? Can we get Catered to You on by Destiny's Child? Are those pick me chicks? Is men love that? I mean, real men love that. Why would other women go attack women for doing that? When we come forward, the phone lines are still cracking. I'm going to be talking to people. I want to know your opinion on the VOR.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Why wouldn't a man want that? And let me just say, why would women attack women for wanting to love on a man like that? Is this a pick-me chick record? I'm just, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR. We got people on the line. Everybody want to talk about this topic tonight. This is a cold topic right now. I'm a man, and I love when a woman want to brush my cul-de-sac. Want to brush my homie the clown. Come in here and brush that little spot. I love it. True or false? While the term pick-me chick is gendered, it is important to note that there are male versions of the pick-me chicks called simps, or sometimes nice guys. However, the problematic traits of a pick-me personality can span across genders. And those people can still be toxic. And those people can still lie with their performance to get in with you. Oh, wow. True or false, a pick-me chick is chill. She claims to get along with men way better than women. She mocks other women for liking anything that is mainstream or traditionally feminine. Well, traditionally feminine is what Beyonce and them was singing. You should say modernly feminine. Modernity. All right. This topic is crazy. 5 things a pick-me chick is not. A pick-me chick is not a woman who cooks for her man and keeps a clean home. A pick-me chick is not a woman that is simply in a relationship/marriage with a man. A pick-me chick is not a woman that shows her man support and appears to be a reasonable woman. These notes here are very powerful. What they're saying is a pick-me chick is a human being, and she's not just going to be a butler. When we come forward, I'm going to take the final 2 calls of the night.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
All I need is one mic.
Hi, I'm Tavis Smiley with a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial. At this point, it's no secret that the LA City Council, the city attorney, and the city controller all had a hand in suspending Councilmember Mark Ridley Thomas, accused and indicted on federal corruption charges. And since this public flogging of Ridley Thomas took place in the full light of day, it is also no secret that the suspension itself lacked due process.
if you doing all of this stuff, cooking, having sex, pop locking, moonwalking, dropping off kids for somebody that don't want you, then okay. Then come in there and try to encourage those people like, hey, don't do that. But if you doing it because you low-key hating they got a man because they don't mind doing for a man, then kind of goofy. Let's go to Drea from Oakland, California. You up against it, Drea? You up against it, so you got to be quick.
Zoe, what's up? Yo, shout out to all my pick-me's out there. I'm so happy that you picked me to be on this call. Listen, this is the point that I wanted to make. At the end of the day, both pick-me's and non-pick-me's are all pick-me's. They just got different strategies. Because the ones who, right?
Ooh,
they got different.
Drea, I got to stop you because it's over. You got to call in tomorrow. You got to call in tomorrow and give me this, all right? All right? Please be the first caller.
I will do.
All right, thank you. Look, man, I'm just here to start conversations. Your job is to finish them. When we come forward, you're going to have my brother Danny Morrison along with Robin with news. VOR was crazy tonight.